Would it be bad parenting if I encourage my kids to play with soil? Timon, are you enjoying?
Yes.
Keep watching and you'll know what myself and my kids are up to in this video. We geared up with a few tools and headed out to dig the ground. Come on, come on, come on. You can see we carried a bucket, a pickaxe and a trowel. We loaded all this high-tech equipment onto the scooter and set out for our ride. So here's what the plan is. We are going to dig up some soil or dirt like Americans call it. We are hoping to find some clay in it, and if we do so, we'll bring it back home and process it to make some pottery out of it. Even if I were to dig 100 feet in my yard, I will never find clay because it's a Chaconet mountain. But the good news is, wherever there is mountain, we'll find a water body somewhere nearby. And we found a lake somewhere. This is not a lake actually, this is some kind of it's a part of a river. And I think it's become a sewage these days. But there is going to be a possibility of a lot of clay here. Let's go scout and find out. The quick pinch test. This is not going to work. Initially it was a bit disappointing. The dig was full of sand, possibly river sand. But soon we hit the jackpot. Okay, we've got some. Here, we have the clay that we need, but it has got a lot of organic material inside, in which ways we are going to purify it. So let's scoop a little bit and take it back home. We filled the bucket only as much as we could carry, and that would be half a bucket. I would have crossed this place 1,000 times before, this river. I have never had an opportunity to come down in here. When I did this today, it feels so different. You can listen to the sound of all these boys shouting here. They are actually taking a dip in a water that is not so clean, not so clear. It's all murky. We've got a bountiful of clay in this bucket here. We're going to take it home and proceed with the next part of our video. Even half a bucket of soil feels a bit heavy when you have to carry it all the way to where you parked your scooter. We are getting ready for the next process, which is a lot messier than you think. So it's wiser to do it outside. Come on, pass me the sieve. Yes. We've got some sieve here, and this will be used to separate the organic materials from the soil once it is mixed in water. The way clay can be separated from the soil is when we mix this in water, all the heavier particles settle down to the bottom and the clay particle will be suspended in water. We are going to take all the soil and dunk it in that water. Once the water evaporates, we'll find clay on the top layer. That is the plan. You can see that the organic materials are already starting to float on top. Timon, are you enjoying? What are you doing? Mix. Okay, he is mixing. Now that's how you get your hands dirty. Timon, did you mix it? There is an abundance of grass and grass roots in this mixture which kind of bunch up and can be scooped out easily. Next we pass this mixture through a large sieve. This is the first stage of filtration where we are trying to remove mainly the organic materials in it. The heavier stuff like stones and sand have already sunk to the bottom. Continuously shaking the sieve helps the mixture get through faster. What you doing, son?
I'm mixing.
You're mixing, son?
Yes, Daddy.
Are you enjoying?
Yes, Daddy. I'm also enjoying.
You're also enjoying, son? The first level of filtration is completed, and now we proceed with even smaller sieve. Hey, not here. You'll have to put it there. As you can see, it's not going really well, so I had to step in at this stage. Hey! No, my God, no. Hold the camera. It might seem a bit boring to watch this on a video, but in reality, it is not so. I must admit, it's a slow process, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I placed this tub of clay water on a stool and covered it with a mosquito mesh. We don't want critters breeding in there. The next morning, I opened up the mesh and I saw the clay had settled down. Now the water has to evaporate. So I started removing as much as clear water from the top without disturbing the clay that has settled down in the bottom. After some time, I realized it would be better to siphon it out. So I tacked the clear water tube on top and siphoned the water out using a syringe. I've lowered the tube a little bit. You can see that it makes like a trove, and the water is getting sucked over there, and the water here is a bit murky. but the water coming through the tube, it stopped. This is the beginning of monsoon, and I don't think that the clay is going to dry soon enough for what I needed. So I'm going to cheat a bit and speed up this process. I stacked a lot of newspapers. A cardboard frame with an open base was covered with a t-shirt. Then the sedimented clay was poured into this makeshift container. The idea is the t-shirt is porous enough to pass the water and not the clay. And all that excess water will be absorbed by the papers lying underneath. The sun is about to set and I'm going to leave this as it is overnight. Next day morning when I tested it, the consistency was almost like that of ice cream, I must say. So I covered it again and I let it dry for another 24 hours. So after 2 days, I think it has got the consistency that I can work with. So it's time to take it inside. Plus, I don't want these cats to run over it all the time. Once I got it inside, I clumped both the batches together and then I let it dry for another 4 to 5 days. Welcome back, guys. Now this is the clay that we have made in this video and it is kept in a plastic sheet so that the moisture is retained inside, so that the clay is pliable whenever we need to work with it. Now what we're going to do is we are going to make some lamps using this clay. Are you ready, boys? Okay. Now one of the reasons why I prefer natural clay over clay dough is because it retains its shape once it's dry. You can put this in a kiln and harden it up, but you can also keep it the way it is. And to make the lamps, we are going to use these metal lamps as a base, as a reference for the shape, and then go about it. Okay boys, let's get started. To start with, I showed them a reference and the boys were quick to grasp it. As expected, they had their own versions and creativity included. To sum up, we went hunting for clay, refined it, and now we are making our own toys out of it. I think it's a positive start. On a hind thought, I am sure they are not going to put this in their mouths, for they know where this clay has come from. So, should kids be allowed to play with soil? Let me know what you think. Here is a toy kitchen set made out of clay. They don't make these anymore, so we made our own versions. Hope you like this cute journey and this video. Please do leave your feedback in the comments below. Thanks as always. Until next time, bye.